We are live. So hello, welcome, bienvenidos. And if I knew another language, I would say it too. The Unblinded Real Raw, where heart-centered influencers come together to demonstrate that influence is a superpower, to demonstrate it together, and possibly learn it as well. So today, on today's Influence Off, we have two amazing contestants, three amazing judges, and also, on a very rare occasion, we have Adam, Sean, and Fernando on the same call. I don't think that's ever happened on the Real Raw for like the last 70 episodes. So that is something to highlight. And to kick it off, to the visionary, the gentleman who created this himself on an hour innovation call when no one else in the world had any idea what the Real Raw was, and now has become a global phenomenon. We've had spoken to hundreds of individuals from all walks of life. The gentleman with the perfect hair always, Sean Callaghan.
My hair is definitely not perfect, but Fernando, that's too kind. And brother, I am so grateful to you and Adam for everything you do every day and for these fine folks that are on here. And what we're here to do is see how heart-centered, integrity-based influence creates change in the world. Change of what? More money for some, more time and scalability for others, more magic, impact, and contribution for still others, and for some, all of the above. This is how we create and destroy businesses, countries, states, political parties, marriages, lives, like everything is to the superpower of influence used either for the good or the bad. And here we are to unlock it for the good. So thank you everybody for being here. And let's drop in, Fernando.
Let's do it. So let's start off with our role player today. We have Stacy Frederick, entrepreneur, visionary, consultant, musician. Hopefully I got that last name right, Stacy. She's an international regulatory consultant owning her own consulting company. Stacy's also a designer of luxury vacation rentals and condos. She's designed, built, and owns and operates a luxury multi-million-dollar vacation rental in Colorado Rocky Mountains. Stacy also passively invests in real estate, both commercial and residential, and is also a musician at heart. Welcome, Stacy.
Thank you.
Stacy, a true Renaissance
so
woman.
adding to your welcome, I'm going to say willkommen to add some German in there.
All right, so if we're going to drop this stuff, then we got to start dropping. Mona, can you please help?
We need French. She has 9 languages, though.
Yes. So what are we saying? Bien, we're doing.
Welcome. Welcome. Hello.
Hi,
Bienvenidos.
So welcome in
Hi.
French. We need welcome in French.
Bienvenue.
And then we need
Bienvenue.
welcome in Arabic.
Masalama.
Masalama. Yes.
Yes.
So
Masalama.
language, we're up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 languages so far. So thank you very much.
I'll do
And-
Romanian too.
Yes, Romanian.
I think I'll go with Vai de mine.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Which doesn't exactly mean that, but it could be used for that too. It kind of means like, oh my God, hi, or welcome. Or
Something like that.
you want to make someone laugh in Romanian, say Vai de mine to them.
Very nice. Excellent. So thank you. So Stacy, what is it that you play instrument-wise?
I play guitar, cello. I play a lot of strings. So guitar, cello, banjo, mandolin. I love playing the mandolin. I have ukuleles, harmonicas. I have some experience with percussion, with drumming, and synthesizers, keyboards.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I love music.
Well,
Where did this all come from?
My heart.
Oh, amazing. But when did you get started in music?
I got started when I was 9. So I've been playing the majority of my life, and with all different styles of music, everything from bluegrass to, folk country to pop, electronic, a little bit of classic. So yeah, it's been such an amazing experience.
Yeah. So I'll go with the fun fact is that you know how to play 10 different instruments. But if there's any other fun fact you want to add in, please feel free.
Okay. Well, I speak ein bisschen Deutsch, a little German.
Whoa. That is a true fun fact. And Stacy, it's a pleasure. And thank you for being here as our role player today.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me, Sean.
Awesome. Fernando, you're very welcome.
beautiful. So let's jump off to our first contestant. We have Eric Nowalowski. I tried my best there, brother. He graduated from Rutgers Business School with a degree in management and economics. He is the director of special projects of the Gateway Regional Chamber of Commerce, and his mission right now is to bring the business of chambers into the 21st century. What's up, Eric?
Hey, Fernando. How's everyone doing?
Eric, how are you?
I'm doing great. We are just chugging along through this coronavirus. We are back in the office. And we are innovating on a lot of levels right now, from virtual job fairs to huge solar deals and things like that. So it's a lot of fun right now at the chamber.
And dude, you have like more than 1,000 members, correct?
Yes, we have 1,300 members. Yep.
That is awesome. That is awesome. So welcome back to the Real Raw. And
Thanks for having me on. These are always so much fun.
And fun fact about you, please.
Oh, I'll add in that I am classically trained on the guitar as well as flamenco style, and then I'm also a triplet.
That is amazing.
What?
Music, triplets. We're having a fun day on Fun Friday at Real Raw. Fernando, who else do we have, brother?
Our next contestant is Mr. Matt Miller, who is only one of one today, not one of seven as he used to be. His background, he used to be on TV, editor, producer for almost 20 years in Los Angeles. He's currently owns and operates a video marketing agency, helping people grow their business via online video advertising. His side hustle, at the end of 2019, he started the second business selling profitable, foldable travel potties for toddlers. In other words, I'm in the poop business. What up, Matt?
Matt, how are you?
I'm pretty good. Yeah, that's like my fun fact that I love telling people now, that I'm in the toddler poop business now. But I've been doing video and video production for a long time, quarter of a century. And about 2010, I started my video marketing, video advertising agency right when YouTube was kind of taken off. And what caught my ear about participating in this is I was on one of them before in the background, and it kind of occurred to me that that old saying that the cobbler's kids doesn't wear shoes,
yeah,
right, or has no shoes. It's the same thing with me. It's like so many other business owners. I'm not doing it for my business, getting out there and get I very rarely get on stage, and I very rarely do advertising for my own business. So that's my big mission this year, is to start building my own platform and doing it for myself. And so here I am. So I'm saying yes to every opportunity that comes along. So if anyone else has an opportunity, the answer is already yes.
Well, Matt, we do, and we have a lot to talk about because we're taking Real Raw across the globe. So we will happily chat about that.
Sure.
Fernando, we have Matt, we have Eric, we have Stacy, and we have some amazing judges.
We do. And Adam, I'd love for you to have a conversation with Matt. As we jump off to our next judge, we have Murray. His career, he's born in Puerto Rico, lived in 13 states and Germany for 10 years. University of Notre Dame grad, 5 years logistics management officer in the U.S. Army. Whoa.
Fernando, we're losing you. You start
Is
over
now
on
a
that
little
one.
better? Hey, am I back?
No, you're all good, Adam. It might have been on your end. Good, Fernando.
Oh, my apologies. So let's drop back in. Thank you, Mary. Also, 34 years of operations and financial manager / executive at multiple Fortune 500 electronic companies. And we have Murray. So Murray, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. This is awesome. I'm very psyched to be here. Sean Grossi pulled some strings and pulled me in. So thanks to Sean, one of the Unblinded guys. I got to say real quick, a plug for Unblinded. The last 2 months I've been involved with this I've had at least 3 life-changing experiences. So the chance to participate in one of these is I jumped on it. So thank you.
Well, Murray, thank you. And would you mind sharing my favorite fun fact of yours?
Your favorite. And I got a corollary to it, by the way. So Sean's favorite fun fact, which will probably I'm not sure everyone will get this, but there's a movie, Rudy. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the movie Rudy, but that's based on a true story. And I was a freshman in college at the game where he actually played, which was the last 2 minutes of the movie where he got in and made the play on the other team. And I saw him getting carried off. Now, as a student, we didn't know what the hell was going on. We were chanting Rudy, but we didn't know who he was until the next day it was in the paper. So, but the corollary is, Sean,
yes,
20 years later, I was at a Notre Dame game and they were playing Boston College. And when the first half was over, they brought on all the actors and camera and all the crew to film the movie Rudy. You know, the football scene at the end of the movie was actually filmed at a game I was at during halftime.
Are you kidding me?
I was the guy with the Notre Dame hat in the background. I don't know if you saw me there. Yeah, I was at that game.
So you were at the actual event.
Yeah.
And you were at the filming of the actual event at a game.
The filming of the movie of yes, they're trying to
Yeah.
recreate the actual event. Yeah.
Yeah. So the statistical probability of that occurring, dude, there has to, like, you had to be the only person there for both. Like, there's no way there's two people who did that.
Well,
Like,
they said I was the best looking guy there. So other than that,
That's funny.
yeah.
I'm sure that's true, Murray, although I can't see you. So no, I am legally blind, but I trust you. You sound very attractive, Murray. So I'm feeling very deeply connected to your handsome.
Thank you, Sean.
Thank you. So back to you, Fernando.
Awesome. We continue with our next assessor, Gloria Monks. Outside of having a fabulous last name, she is an accountant who has had an accounting practice since 1989. She started in real estate career through accounting practices, serving 33 realtor broker clients in the state of New Jersey, and became a licensed realtor and broker in the early 2000s. She was the president in 2013 of the Mercer County Association of Realtors and the 2020 president of Core Association of Realtors, both in the state of New Jersey. She also serves on the National Association of Realtors NAR Federal Taxation Committee, as well as the NAR Subcommittee for Incentives for Construction Rehabilitation of Homes. And lastly, she is also a cancer survivor and has been married for 35 years, a proud mother of 5 adult children, ages 24 to 31, 3 of whom are married, and she has 4 grandchildren, ages 4 months to 3 years old. Welcome, Gloria.
Gloria,
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. There's leadership, there's love, there's success, there's visionariness present with you, and thank you so much. That's like an amazing background. I can't, like, not many people hold that many leadership positions, and not many, like 10 people combined hold that many leadership positions. So congratulations on all that, Gloria.
Thank you so much. My greatest is is my children and my grandchildren. You know, that's what fills me every day. Everything else, I'm open to what comes my way. I'm always willing to help, and I'm thankful for you know, what I've been blessed with. So I'm happy to be here. This is my first time, so I'm very excited about this opportunity. Really excited to get to see you again, Sean, and get to meet everybody else on this call. So thank you for having me.
Well, thank you, Gloria. And how about a quick fun fact, if you don't mind?
Fun fact, other than I'm crazy with so many kids, I love music, as you guys mentioned, and I also love painting. And I don't do it. My son told me I really need to push myself into doing it. When I was younger, I taught myself how to play the piano, although I don't do it. And I'm an accountant, so my brain is conflicting with itself all the time because I've got the analytical side and I've got the fun side. So it's all good.
Well, that sounds awesome, and really appreciate being here, Gloria.
Thank you.
Yeah. Brando, and last and certainly not least, we have...
Let's go for it. The other gentleman with 11 letters in his last name, we have Mario Nowogrodzki, who is a CPA. Yes, who is a CPA/CITP, is an information system consultant and instructor. He's also the founder and CEO of Mendelsohn Consulting. Mario is also an author and instructor of accounting technology topics and a consulting author and speaker for several national organizations. A leading figure in the national SMB financial software scene, Mario was the first member of the Intuit Reseller Partner Program and was selected to serve in the Intuit Solutions Provider Advisory Council for 3 consecutive terms. By the way, longest tenure ever. And fun fact, Mario was born in Argentina. He's an avid football soccer fan, henceforth, and just last year returned there for the first time in almost 40 years for an unbelievable nostalgic trip. Not wild or crazy, just crazy sentimental. Welcome, Mario.
Mario, welcome.
Thank you for having me. Also first time, excited to participate. Appreciate the invitation by Craig Rickman, and happy to be part of this.
Yeah, and Mario, quick question, brother. Soccer, did you play?
I played when I was little, yes. Nothing official, no organized sports, school, but nothing more than that. And after that, because I didn't get my professional first division contract, I went into accounting, and I'm a technology consultant.
All right. And what position did you like to play?
There were several. When you're a kid, you play every position. Striker, forward, but mostly midfield.
All right, very, very cool. And how about like, what's your favorite professional soccer team or football team?
Well, it depends, because I have one pretty much in every league since they don't play together. You know, I have Barcelona in Europe. I have Newcastle in the Premier League. River Plate in the Americas, in South America. So,
yeah, so like what I find fascinating, my daughter just graduated from high school and had a beautiful soccer career, and they went to the state finals, and she scored the goal in the semifinals to put them in the state finals, and it was amazing. But I was a baseball player, football player, wrestler, so I had no soccer background myself.
Right.
And what I find to be so interesting about being a soccer fan is you could find a soccer game across the world at all times. You know, like if you're a football fan in the US, like there's basically the NFL. Like if you're a basketball fan, there's the NBA. When you're a soccer fan, there's like leagues everywhere, people moving up divisions, down divisions. It's an incredibly...
There's even a league here in the States, believe it or not.
Yeah, yes. What's it, the
MLS.
You know, so back in the day, I will share this fun fact. I was at the final Cosmos game back in the day.
Oh, wow.
When I was little, the Cosmos were like rising when they had Pele and Giorgio Canaglia and all those guys. So, and Frando, I don't even know if you know this, in Giant Stadium, the Cosmos professional soccer team, they were selling out Giant Stadium like every game, like the entire 70,000 people. So it was a very unique time.
A fun fact, and I'll just close by saying in 2016, now actually 4 years ago, I can't believe it passed, I went to the Copa America, which is the America's national team tournament, Copa America Centenario, the 100-year anniversary of it. They held it here in the States for the first time. I went to the final game in New York, where the Giants played. It's not called Giant Stadium, of course, now in MetLife Stadium. Argentina and Chile in the final, the most amazing sports experience I've ever had, ever.
I could feel your energy. I could feel your heart and your soul energy.
It was unbelievable. Yes, stadium packed, filled to capacity. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Mario, welcome everybody. And yes, we've greeted, we've connected, and now it's time to drop in. So Fernando, if you wouldn't mind, let's let you host a coin toss. And who would you like to pick? And let's go from there. You handle who's going first or not, please.
All right, let's do it. So Eric, I know that you are closer, so we're going to default to our other contestants. Matt, you will be choosing first. We're going to be doing our coin toss. I know I do not have my camera on as I'm flipping off from bios, but let me just turn this on really quickly. Below the camera, I have a 1 or a 2. Which number would you like to choose?
Number 2.
It is a 2. So that means that you get choice. You have 1 to kick off, and you can choose to either go first in this round or second. And if you choose to go second, you receive choice once again on the second round. So Matt, would you like to go first, or would you like Eric to go first?
I don't know. I always say go first. So yes, charge.
You are in a yes path. So Matt, you will be going first. So you're going to be working with our role player, which also happens to be me. So please let us know who I'm going to be, what the scenario is, and we can jump right in.
Sounds great. Now, I'm going to ask the role player. I'm going to give you 2 scenarios. Can you pick one of them and surprise me, or pick one of them and tell me? All right.
Let's do it.
So you're going to be a CMO of a medium-sized business. Either you're going to be in IT or software or agriculture or fitness. Doesn't really matter. Whichever one that you can kind of speak to the best. The reason that I'm talking to you is because either my team or myself has been reaching out to you via LinkedIn, or you saw one of my videos on YouTube and you want to talk about how to create a better content strategy for your business online, possibly do video advertising to reach a new demographic. You think I might be, you think I might be full of BS. Yep. So, and my goal is to try to get you to say yes to maybe a strategy conversation or meeting or something like that.
Sir, you are not a rookie to The Real Raw. That is one of the best frames we've gotten in quite some time. You're going to have 2 rounds of 3 minutes. Eric's already scratching his head. The 3 minutes are going to begin now. Sean is going to be supporting with time. So will I. And I'm going to be a CMO for an IT company. Your team has been reaching out. You are calling me, or am I calling you?
You scheduled an appointment with me, or your team scheduled an appointment, so I'm calling you. And maybe you were surprised to hear from me. Maybe you didn't even know I was calling.
Let's go, man. I'll make it nice and
Okay.
challenging and have some fun. Sean,
Please.
3:27. Timer starts now. Matthew, give me a call.
I don't know your last name, Fernando.
Valencia. Fernando Valencia.
Okay. Ring, ring, ring.
Hello? Hello?
Hello, is this Mr. Valencia? I was looking to speak with Mr. Fernando Valencia of the Awesome Company.
Yeah, this is definitely the Awesome Company. And you're looking for Fernando. Why?
Because my team had scheduled possibly an appointment with you. I have an advertising company, and they reached out to me showing me that you were looking to possibly reach new audiences online, new demographics, and you saw some of our products online. Does that ring a bell?
Yes, it does. Honestly, Matt, first of all, thank you. I had forgotten this call was happening. I have like 3 minutes before I got to pick up another line.
No problem. This is only going to take a couple minutes.
Awesome. Great. So just, I don't quite recall. I know you do things in the world. Can you just remind me a little bit of what that is?
Absolutely. So what my team does is we actually scour the internet trying to find really awesome companies, because we only like to work with awesome companies, and you have an awesome company. And we see that companies that are actually doing video and video marketing online that maybe could be doing a lot better, right? If you look at our channel, maybe your marketing team saw some of our videos and said, hey, there's some really good tips and tricks here. So what I like to do is offer a free strategy session or a free consultation just to bounce a couple ideas off of the CMO of companies to see if maybe we could help you increase reach, increase audience, because it's a moving target, this online marketing, especially with video. And you guys are doing great stuff. We just think we can improve it a little bit. Would that be something that might benefit you?
Yeah, Matthew, thank you. The answer is, I don't know. But if you don't mind me asking, unfortunately, I've worked with too many content creators in my life. So that's definitely a reason why my team is still looking, because we haven't found the right one. And one of the things I always listen for is when marketing companies are looking for views or, other of those metrics. If you don't mind, I know, unfortunately, I need to go. Do these videos convert, and how does it equal to sales?
So everything is trackable, everything is convertible, and we track conversions 100%. We call that attribution. So if you put a video out there, we can track it all the way down to the customer at a final sale. So that's the easy part. The hard part is for companies like you to understand a real structure of a video or a video campaign, and structure is what nobody knows. I have 20 years in the television industry. I was a producer and editor. They used to call those people predators. And every TV show out there, tell me if you're right or if I'm right or wrong, has a structure, right? Seinfeld, they give you that first act, second act, third act. Commercials, 3-act plays, second act plays. Everything has a structure. The thing is, your content doesn't have that solid structure to get people to keep watching, to get people to convert into a customer, to reach your perfect audience. We work with formulas that we've created that are specifically designed to generate exactly what you're looking for. And that's what I want to provide to you.
Got it. Matthew, listen, I unfortunately need to go. I'd love to call you right back and learn a little more, but for now, I'll be right back. Thank you, Matt.
Awesome. Hey, Matt, how'd that feel for you?
My heart started beating a little bit. It got a little bit of sweat over here. That means I was doing something right, because I was uncomfortable. So
great job. All right, so we're going to drop in with Eric in this first round. Eric, who would you like Fernando to be?
A essential business during coronavirus that's looking to hire a large workforce.
All right, brother, let's drop in.
Okay. Ring, ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, this is Eric Nowoslawski from the Gateway Chamber of Commerce. Can I speak to Fernando Valencia?
This is I, and you're calling, why?
The purpose of my call is, in about 2 weeks, we're going to be running a virtual job fair where we're going to have over 450 students, graduating college graduates, and recently unemployed workers. And I wanted to learn a little bit about how your company sources your workforce and where you'd like your company to be in 3 months, 6 months' time with the labor.
Ooh, that's a heavy question. And how did we get connected again?
We got connected through LinkedIn. I asked you about how many people you were hiring, and you said that you were hiring a lot of people because you are an essential business.
Yeah, and yes, definitely, Eric. And you know, we are looking to obviously hire right now. People are just sitting out, you know, collecting checks, not really wanting to work. But one thing that, if I just heard correctly, you said a college fair. What we're looking to hire is really specified knowledge. We're really not looking to, you know, train at the moment. We're really looking to hire those that are ready. So I just don't think that, you know, that makes a lot of sense at the moment.
Oh, okay. So what kind of specialized talent are you looking to hire?
Currently, in the world of IT, you know, we're looking for those that have been in the industry, that understand XYZ IT term, and that know how to do YZ IT term. It's really like scholastically specific. So I just highly doubt anyone from college would possibly know, you know, where to start with that.
Yeah, and I completely agree. That's why when we make our partnerships, we partner with various trade schools and certificate programs. So our reach through our partners of the Port Authority, the Newark Alliance, and the New Jersey Technical Institute, we are sourcing college students from those places to be on the job fair. So we'll have some attendees from those kind of certificate programs and specialized training programs. But also in our chamber, we have 1,300 members. Not every company has been as fortunate as your company that they're growing and they're still going through this. So we're also moving around some labor from companies that are doing the same thing as well. They just didn't get the same hand that you guys did. Would those kind of applicants be valuable to you?
You know, Eric, they would be, and I got to go in about 60 seconds. I'm questioning. I have a coach I've hired. His name is Sean Callaghy, and he taught me something. He said, never go to any form of event if I'm not speaking. So the last thing I want to do is have a table with 50 other people talking to 200 people who I possibly won't be able to vet. Is there an opportunity where maybe I can share a little bit about what I do?
Absolutely. At the beginning of the event, every employer speaks about what their company is doing and then what kind of path that they're opening these students or applicants up to. Because at the chamber, we believe that a job is a good career is the path for prosperity. So we want to have every employer talking about what they do and how they help the world. So obviously that would happen.
I know you can bounce right back to Eric in a minute. Let's take a quick pause there. Yes. So Stacy, what are your thoughts from round one?
I missed that. The thoughts on how
yeah, just your feedback generally for Eric and for Matt.
Yeah, I think Eric was good job. Thank you for for sharing. I would say that one was somewhat difficult to convince Fernando. I think the connection. I think it ended pretty well. Sorry, I'm just collecting my thoughts on this one.
And you know what, Stacy? My apologies. I actually just realized you're the role player. What the heck am I doing? So,
I don't know, but
yeah. So that was like you're totally
so I just
innovating.
Yes, I was not prepared to answer Sean's question.
No. So yeah, we're going a little off script here. So Stacy, real quick, how did that feel for you in that first round? So that the connection of Eric and Fernando. We each have like one word. What was the feeling?
I would say a little disconnected.
Okay. And how about from Matt and Fernando? First word that you feel that pops.
First word, I would say more in sync.
Cool. Okay. So we have you as role player for sure. I'm going to do another fun exercise, but let's bounce it to the judges and see what we have. So Murray, and each judge, we're going to go about 35 seconds if we could. We'll hear the alarm. I'm going to ask you to wrap up in 5 seconds with a score from that point. And, if it goes a little over that, I'll just be like, hey, so yeah, please the score. Just keep us moving forward on time. So Murray, let's start with Matt. What do you have?
Hey, Murray, currently muted, brother.
Based on research, being unmuted actually is better for communicating. So Matt, I thought the strength in it's clearly you're passionate about what you're doing. You know what you're doing, and that resonated with me highly. I liked your energy. I would say that I thought the introduction was a little clumsy, and you didn't give him your name. You told him you work for a company that does, I would have liked to say, hey, this is Matt, that would have been nice. And it sounded like you kind of knew his pain already because you didn't really, and I think you kind of insulted him when you said, your company doesn't know how to structure your videos. I think you could have phrased that a little bit differently, even though you're probably right, and I think I know what you're doing. And
Yeah,
you didn't
probably
get
be a little gentler there. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think,
Yeah.
Mark, what'd you have for a score?
I'm gonna go 6.5.
Okay. What'd you have for Eric?
All right. Good score.
What'd you have for Eric?
So Eric, I thought had a bigger challenge because it was, I think the meeting was a little more awkward to begin with, and I think he rebounded nicely. I think clearly he knows what he's doing, and he's got a great cause. I thought I liked his energy. I liked his ability to adapt. I think he could have done a better job of when he realized Fernando didn't know what was going on, to kind of lay out the situation a little better might have helped his cause, and then asking for the pain rather than go into the college hires would have saved him a little bit too, right? Maybe if he knew exactly what he was going for instead of immediately presenting the college hires, which Fernando gave you a lot of curveballs there. But overall, I thought you adapted very well. You didn't get a chance to go for the second call either. I'm going to give you also a 6.5. So I thought you adapted well for a challenging call.
Excellent. Gloria, what did you have for Matt?
So with regard to Matt, actually, I interpreted a little bit different with regard to his directness in the call. I felt that he was trying to keep Fernando on track. And I think that when he felt that he was losing him, that was his way of bringing him back, because, if you kind of hit somebody a little bit, they come back into the conversation, what do you mean by that? So I took Matt's call a little bit differently and felt that he was trying to let him know that, we're here to help you. I felt that both Eric and Matt were coming from a place of giving, and it's very difficult in a short period of time. But so that for Matt, I interpreted differently, and I'm going to give you a 7.5.
Nice.
Yep. And with regard to Eric, I felt that with the conversation you were having on trying to help, the students and place them into positions and having this virtual job fair, it's a difficult thing, and Fernando was giving you quite some pushback on that, but I think that you were really trying to stay on topic, even though I think that Fernando kind of made it difficult and flustered you a little bit. But I thought you did a good job, and can see where you're coming from with regard to what you were doing. So I'm going to give you a 7.
Excellent. Thank you, Gloria. And Mario, what do you have for Matt?
For Matt, I'll be brief in comments. You need to say your name to start. You have to introduce yourself. That's okay. It happens. I'm sure you meant to. There was a point where you said the word awesome too many times. We know you're awesome. We know we're awesome. We know what we're about to do is awesome. It's just too much buildup. And I think, when you said, I think there's nothing wrong with telling the client or the prospect what you're doing may not be good enough, but you have to drive them to that conclusion without you telling them that. You want to make them say that. Make them, always, I like to say, put yourself in, what is their pain point, and have them verbalize their pain point. And then say, hey, by the way, yes, we're going to help you in exactly this way. Score 7.
All right, thank you. And how about for Eric?
Eric, I like the introduction. I think you should have been more brief in introduction and get straight to, hey, are you looking to hire, or what are you doing about your hiring? Because by the way, our organization has a special program. Without getting into a lot of detail, you get too much detail away that may have delayed him. Before you got him to ask, are you interested, or if he told you you get too much information. Nothing wrong with information, but he may or may not be interested. He just wants to know, oh, you have a special program to help me with hiring. What is it? Then get into the granular details. I think that was it. Also a score of 7. So I like them. I like them both. Yeah.
All right, excellent. Thank you, Mario. Thank you, Gloria. Thank you, Murray. And so for this round 2, yes, Stacy is the role player. So Stacy, are you ready to just pick up where Fernando left off? It's the same continuing of the conversation from there, but just with Stacy. Not a new conversation, exactly where Fernando paused. And Stacy, are you ready?
Hey, Stacy, you're muted.
There we go. Hi, yes, I'm ready.
Awesome.
Let's jump
So in this second round, because let's see, Matt, you chose to go first in the first round. You actually retain choice. You can go first or second in this round again.
I would like to, I'm a little unclear what I'm doing now. So I'm picking up the conversation where it left off, just with a different person.
Yeah, it's still it's Stacy, but it's a continuation of the same conversation. Yes.
Got it. I would like to keep going. Go first.
All right, Matt. And in this half, it's just getting to your yes, sharing your unique identity, your heroic story. So judges are assessing on how effectively Matt's conveying who he is, moving to yes, handling any objections. And the bottom line is, how much does Stacy see her future in Matt and his work? So Matt, please take us in.
Great. Hello, Mrs. Awesome, Miss Awesome. Thanks for talking to me still. I wanted to kind of ask a couple questions of you now. Do you see your future of doing video advertising, video marketing online? Do you see the power of creating content so people can get exposed to your brand? Are you going to continue that path?
Yes, I think it's very important to me. So I would like to invest in growing that part of my business.
Can I ask what your plans are for the next 12, 24 months? Do you have a strategy and a plan laid out?
I have a high-level plan, yes.
Perfect. And I think that was the marketing team that kind of developed that. And they might have seen some of our videos online, which is what I think actually connected us. Does that maybe ring a bell? Did you hear about our company and what we do, Madcapper Marketing?
Can you remind me a little bit more about your program?
Absolutely. So basically we create structured videos that get your message out to your target audience online using, integrated platforms like Facebook and YouTube to reach your audience. And then we track those views into conversions and into sales, but we do it with a structure, right? We do it with a very trackable structure for you, and we create that whole strategy.
Okay. What is your background in how to identify which platform to use for the company?
Great question. I kind of fell into this by chance because I was a TV producer and editor for years. And when YouTube came around, a lot of local businesses at the local level started asking me to create videos for them. And of course I would say, yeah, I'll make some videos for you. And so I would create them. And then they would say, okay, great, Matt, thanks for giving me this video, but now what am I supposed to do with the video? And that's when the light bulb went off. And I said, I got a great idea. I'm going to put that video on this new thing that came out called YouTube. And then they were like, well, now what do I do? And that's when the second light bulb went on. And I said, now we're going to use that platform to create customers for your business. And we've created a whole plan and a whole business based around just doing that for people. We're not completely unique in this space, but I think our strategy and the time we've been doing it makes us kind of experts and very unique in the space. You can definitely check out our YouTube channel and our Facebook page. We give away a lot of free content. And what I'm offering today for you is just to kind of work with you directly or with your team to go under the hood a little bit to see if we can help add some value to your strategy for the next 12 to 24 months and possibly work together in the future.
Okay. Can you just remind me what is unique about your company that I wouldn't be able to get from another company?
Absolutely. What we like to say is we have the formula of the business, of the perfect business video. So we've looked at all the videos out there. We've analyzed a bunch of videos. I understand what converts best, or I've seen what converts best after spending a ton of money on advertising as well as doing organic video creation. And we've created 3 or 4 specific types of videos with specific types of structure in overall strategies that actually convert best. So we have a system and it's predictable. That makes us unique. A lot of other people out there can't really say that.
Matt, last 15 seconds.
So I'd love to invite you on what I'd like to call a discovery call, a strategy call, either with you, preferably with you and your marketing team, where we can analyze and look into your plan and see how we can add value to that. I don't charge for that initial consultation. If you like what I'm saying, then we can talk about next steps from there. Would you be open to that?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Excellent. Matt, how'd that feel for you?
I wanted that yes.
Just give it to you directly, just direct.
It felt pretty good. You know, I didn't know which way she was going to go. She was tough to read, and I've had a lot of these conversations. Not really with medium-sized companies. I've had a lot of these conversations with small companies, which is why I'm practicing talking to medium-sized companies, which is where I want to go to from here.
Cool.
So it felt good, I think.
Awesome, brother. Stacy, what would you say level of connection that you felt? Like scale of 1 to 10.
Probably I would say a 9. I think what I really appreciated about you, Matt, was that you offered the strategy session for us to have a sit down, and there was no commitment to that. We didn't have to commit to a program or a certain price amount. So that shows that to me that you're wanting to ensure that it's a good fit for both of us. That's just something I really appreciate when I'm bringing on a new customer.
Excellent. Thank you, Stacy. Eric, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Take us in, brother.
Okay. Hey, Stacy, how you doing today?
Fantastic. Thank you.
So Fernando passed me off because he said that you would be the one talking about any kind of hiring needs. So I know often hiring and scaling a business go hand in hand. In what ways would you like to scale your business in 5 years that's tied to this kind of hiring?
I would like to exponentially grow and be across multiple states.
Oh, okay. And what does it mean to you to be across multiple states? Why not just one? Yeah.
The service that I have to offer is available to other individuals that may need it.
Yeah, excellent. And how do you and your company change the world? What are you guys out to do?
That is a great question. I'm trying to remember which company I'm working for here.
Oh, your own. You can say it about your own, yeah.
Oh, okay. To bring in, it's more about hospitality, to support people and give them an experience, a hospitality experience.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of my favorite ways about supporting people through my job is I've just seen firsthand. I go into high schools in poor neighborhoods, into college programs in poor neighborhoods, and you can see firsthand that the life-changing moment that when a kid gets to go from a $7.25 per hour job all the way up to literally $100 an hour job, they just instantly change their lives right then and there. And that's a lot of what we do here at the Chamber through our workforce development initiatives. Mm-hmm. And I just wanted to know if we were to have you guys onto the job fair, and would you be interested in committing to one of the tables so that we can get some of our technology applicants into your company?
Yes, I would consider it. I want to know a little bit more about, are these individuals, is it the majority of them experienced or inexperienced, or is it a combination of the two?
Yes, we have a huge combination. We have people who have been working for years that have just been in companies that got the wrong hand. And we've also have students that are coming straight out of certificate programs and out of training programs as well.
Okay. And how do you think the synergy between the two companies would work, the Chamber and my company?
So one, we would be able to help you figure out your labor needs to be able to help you scale your business. Mm-hmm. And then number two, you would be getting a stage and a microphone to not only tell all of these students and all of these applicants about what you guys do, but also the rest of the companies that what you do on the fair as well.
And what kind of, remind me what background that you would have to remind me the background on this and what else you could offer at the booth or for us for the booth.
Last 15 seconds.
I can offer, besides labor, besides a stage and microphone, I could also offer partnerships.
Okay.
We can help you partner with the companies who are also there.
So it's not just a short-term connection, it would be more
exactly.
of a long-term connection. Okay.
All right. Excellent, Eric. Stacy, great stuff. Stacy, how'd that feel for you?
Apologies, Eric. I was trying to get back into the role of what kind of booth I was thinking here. I think you did a great job navigating through that. At the end, I'm really looking for not just short-term connections with other companies, but really creating relationships so that we can have a longer-term experience. And so I think ending on that was solid. So thank you, Eric.
Thank you.
Excellent work, Stacy. Mario, what do you have for Matt?
On mute. As Murray says, it's much better communication without the mute. For Matt, I like very much how you got right very quickly to getting Stacy to ask you questions. That was very, very useful. One note, there was a point where your answers were too long without giving her room for asking maybe a clarifying question. And it's too long also because you might lose the attention of the other person. You have to pause and just confirm that she's getting what you're saying. That's what I like. So that was actually very, very good. Are we grading by numbers also? Or?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So I liked it. I'm gonna say a 9.
Oh, I got better. All right, good.
Excellent. And for Eric.
And for Eric, one thing in the beginning you need to change. You said the immediate introduction was that Fernando passed you off to her. You can't say it that way because it's like he just passed you on. No. Eric gave me your name as the right person to speak with, or spoke highly of you, or something. Okay, not passed you off. Those are not very nice sounding words. But it was all up from there, all upwards. I like the interaction. You also got her to ask questions. Your answers were short and succinct and exactly to the point. So very, very good, Eric. Again, another tie, a 9.
Did we lose Mario?
No, you hear me? You don't hear me?
Yeah. Right. What'd you have for a score?
I said another tie, 9.
Excellent. All right, Gloria, what'd you have, please?
Matt, I thought you did a phenomenal job this time around. And Stacy was introducing questions that you were able to talk a little bit more about how you got to where you are. And I felt the comfort in your voice where you were changing from trying to get her to buy into something to where you were connecting, that there was a relationship that was building. And I felt the warmth coming from you when you were talking about, how you went from doing a video to getting it onto YouTube to getting to the next level. So that I thought was incredible. And I felt a lot of connection there with you and Stacy. So I'm actually going to give you a 9.5.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, and Eric, when you were talking with Stacy, that in the conversation that she had with Matt, she was able to bring Matt out with some of the questions that she was asking. And at the initial part of the conversation, when you were connecting with Stacy, it seemed more, it was a hard conversation because she was cutting you short. She wasn't giving you the answers that you needed to have that conversation that glides a little bit easier. But you recovered from that, and in explaining to her that it is not just about hiring, but that she would have connections with the other vendors that would also be setting up at the fair. I think that part of it piqued her interest, and it got you to where you needed to be. And so I'm going to give you a 9. I thought that was great, but that piece right there is something that I would follow through with, because that made them really think like this could be something really good. Partnerships.
Awesome. Thank you, Gloria. And Murray, what'd you have for Matt and Eric? Murray, are you muted?
And I just said some genius stuff. I can't remember what I said. Oh, no, but Matt really quickly learned. I mean, he took the advice, and as Gloria stated, your whole vibe, your whole voice was more in sync with at Stacy's level. You were calm. I know you probably didn't know what to expect on the first 3 minutes, so you obviously figured it out, and you were brilliant. I really liked the backstory about the YouTube stuff, and that was really good. You asked questions more this time. I think you could see that was the right way to go, and you got the yes. You got the yes. So very, very massive improvement. You just calmed down a little bit. You brought it down to her level, and I thought you meshed very well. I'm going to give you 9.5. A big jump. Big jump.
Excellent.
Improvement. I like it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And for Eric.
And Eric is the best rebounder I've ever seen. I mean, you should play for the NBA. The questions were great. The only thing I would have said that I love that you started going to the backstory of how you're doing this good cause, which I didn't register with that on the first 3 minutes, but you actually have this really cool thing going on. I would have liked to learn more about that on a personal level, but it's okay. You covered it. And your answer to the question, how would you see our synergy between us? The answer that you gave to that was killer, the long term. So well done. Well done. I'm going to give you 9.5 as well. Very good. Nice job.
Great work, everybody. And as we begin to draw to a close, I'm going to do a quick, open up a quick access point related to emotional rapport building. Stacy, is it okay if I drop in with you?
Yes.
Cool. Okay. So Stacy, thanks so much for being here today. How are you doing?
I am fantastic.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful day. I started off a fantastic day.
Yeah. What was fantastic?
So I did priming. I took my vitamins. I went boxing, and I went for a run.
Boxing, vitamins, run.
My neighbor boxes, and so she's teaching me how to box.
That is phenomenal. And how is boxing going for you?
It is. It's fun. It's intense. It's great though.
Awesome. And what brought you here today? So you're boxing in the world. You're an entrepreneur, Renaissance woman. Hear all that cool background. So
yes, I am just open to experience whatever comes my way. I've am on this new journey to let go of some control and what the universe brings. I just want to accept and test out and try, even though I fumble through it sometimes. It's all part of the journey. So
like that, I mean, like holy evolution, openness, like self-awareness, enlightenment.
Yes, mindsets. It's all about mindset. I joined Tony's Platinum group this last February, and it's just having the awareness, the daily awareness of your habits and what you're doing, and then taking actions with intentions. So it's just been so incredible, and I have so much to learn still. But I feel very blessed. So
amazing. And how, like, well, before I ask that, if this goes all your way, and I know you're sort of in this flow state, but what's the ultimate vision for Stacy's life?
The vision is to be happy. It's just happiness, and then to really work through and identify and find, live out my passion, and then contribute that and to share that with others so that they can also find happiness and also find some stillness, which I've learned the last few months is, because I've traveled for over a decade for my consulting company.
Mhm.
And so this is a new experience for me to be in the same place for quite a few months, home, and to just be okay with the stillness and to just embrace it, because it's helped me, re-strategize some of my companies and just enjoy some new different things like boxing. So
That is amazing. And so how did you hear about the Real Raw?
Lorelai. So I met her at Tony's birthday party in LA, and I met her at the pre-party. She just had such a friendly face, so I went up to her. Hi, Lorelai, if you're listening, and introduced myself. And she has a mastermind, and so I joined her group, and it was my first experience with mastermind. And then she had said, would you be interested in the Real Raw? And I said, yes, let's do this. So I've heard a lot of positive things about you, Sean, and so I knew it was going to be an incredible experience, learning experience. We talked about last time to be vulnerable, and one thing I have been in my life is a perfectionist. And so to just throw yourself into an environment where it's not going to be perfect, you're going to stumble on words, you're going to have flaws, but yeah, it's been great.
And what's your next planned event, or like what happens next?
So I went to Wyoming, which was incredible, the adventure trip. And then the next one I'm going to go to the spiritual, but I decided to host a watch party for Business Mastery this next month here, which I'm super excited about because I have never been to Business Mastery, and I have the space to bring about a dozen people together, and so I've invited some plats, and we're going to experience it together. So I'm excited.
Beautiful. And most importantly, because I wouldn't be me if I didn't ask this question.
Yeah.
Did you do the rodeo sort of barrel?
Yes, it was so much fun. I actually wanted to stay an extra day just so I could go back. It was a blast. This was not just, walking your horse. This was, well, I think because you did this, Sean, right? You did the barrel racing.
I did.
It was so fun because it was something different that so I'm in Colorado, and I've lived in Montana and Wyoming and South Dakota. Most of the time when you're going on a horse ride, it's just a walking trail, and to be able to really to do some running with the horse and try something different and they're such beautiful animals, but it's a really incredible experience.
All right.
I encourage everybody to try it if you haven't. Go to Jackson Hole, try barrel racing.
Barrel racing for everybody, shooting of guns, shooting of bows and arrows.
Yes.
Like whitewater rafting. So Stacy, I really appreciate you being here, and thanks for coming.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, awesome. So how did that dynamic feel? Did you feel my listening, or how did you feel about that connection?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt it was very genuine. I felt that you were interested in learning, and you asked more intuitive questions. It wasn't just surface questions, and so we were able then to connect. I feel on a deeper level.
Yeah, and for everybody, what the unlocking was. We never want to be Charlie Brown's teacher, like wah 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 wah, and the depth of connection like opens listening. So what was happening in that conversation is, first of all, indispensable element number one of integrity-based human influencer, and we'll be wrapping up in 2 minutes, guys. Thank you for all your time today. Indispensable element number one is to love people unconditionally with boundaries. And so if we're present to people, it's not about us and our agenda, right? It's about connection and really being present to what other people are up to. So like when Stacy said boxing, it's like boxing, like, because whenever we're hearing something unique about somebody, we want to acknowledge it. you know, so whatever's in the space, and whether it's a unique word or thing, an energy, increase in their body language, their pacing, their tone, volume, something like, these are things that matter with an electrical charge for the other person. Like, they're present. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, Stacy, but you're pretty proud of the fact and enjoy the fact that you box now, correct?
Day 2.
But are you proud of it? Like, you have fun with it? Yeah.
Mostly it's just been super fun, yes, because I've never done it before, and it's always exciting to try something different.
So are you excited that people know that you do things that are different? Like, is that something you value about yourself and you enjoy other people knowing about you?
I wouldn't necessarily point it on other people. I would say it's exciting for me because I have this adventurous spirit, and whether other people know about it or not, it's just fun for me to experience it, something different.
So unique distinction, though, would be, right? And for everybody together. So it's not putting your happiness in the hands of others.
No.
But Oprah said, and Oprah said that she held the microphone for 30,000 people because she said, I see you, I hear you, and what you say matters. So does it resonate when you feel seen? Like, you appreciate about yourself, and then, dare I say, love about yourself, your adventurousness, your openness. Is that fair?
Yeah, I believe that. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. And then if somebody sees you, does that resonate or feel good? Like, not that you're out there projecting it, but when somebody is present to you and really gets you, sees you, understands you, does that feel good?
Yeah, I think it's an incredible feeling, because then there's a certain understanding that you also feel that you have with a person. You have a, if they understand you or parts of you, and want to share that experience with you. I mean, because life it's all about relationships. It's about the connections we have, and it really doesn't matter, you know, what your adventure is. You know, it could be, I don't know, all I can think about is mowing the lawn because somebody's mowing the lawn outside. But it doesn't, you know, it doesn't really matter what you're doing. It's that you're having an experience, you know, together, and that's what excites me, is to share that experience.
Oh, thank you. And how was today for you, Stacy?
I think it was fantastic. I really appreciate all your guys' patience, and you know, Eric and Matt, fantastic. Thank you for your courage to just try this out, and to, you know, I don't want to use the word vulnerable again, but it's putting yourself out there, and having the opportunity to grow and learn and progress. And so thank you guys for your courage, and you know, Gloria and Marie and Adam, also thank you for your insights. It's always interesting to hear other people's perspectives, so appreciate it.
Thank you, Stacy. Gloria, how was today for you?
Today was awesome. To use Matt's word, I love it. It was great, really good experience. I didn't know what to expect in being on this call today, and I'm thankful for this opportunity. You know, it's amazing how I feel like I've come in just full circle. My whole life has been about, you know, fulfilling the needs of other people because it fills me, and this to me is exactly that. You know, a platform where people can feel like it's okay to be vulnerable, to express their feelings. It just brings a tremendous connection with so many others, and having this opportunity is like none other. So, you know, I'm thankful for Nick introducing me to Adam, to bringing me here today, and of course, Sean, getting to see you again, because like I said, you really touched my heart when you spoke at the Realtor Day that we had. And so thank you so much for what you do and for bringing us together. It was really an amazing day today. So thank you for that.
Thank you. And if I could share this really briefly, I think so often we, I'm not saying you do, but many people, you know, me at times for sure, in the past less, and in the past more, far less now, can think we need to sort of shift into like a different person when we move into the space of business and money versus social. And the reality is all we're doing is unveiling truth, whether it's socially or in business, as long as we're in integrity and connecting. And so as I look, over relationships and business and connecting, I think it's so many times, even, Matt was talking about larger companies, mid-sized companies and larger, going back in time, I sat in rooms with people who were heads of HR and who were like super, okay, what's your pitch? And 15 minutes later, we're crying, man crying about his drug addicted son, because I followed an integrous, loving formula of getting to know people and seeing them, hearing them, and understanding them. And that's just what we're exploring and unlocking here. Just a fraction of what we do at Unblinded, but just the beginning of the introduction. So thank you for that acknowledgement, Gloria. Mario, how was today for you?
Mario had to drop off. He left a couple of minutes ago. So
Murray?
Hey, I'm just grateful for the this whole group is this whole Unblinded ecosystem is just phenomenal. Like I said a few minutes ago, I've already had 3 life-changing experiences. I happen to be fortunate enough to talk my way into Rob Gill's team, so
Yeah,
I'm very lucky.
My partner, my friend, my brother. And by the way, it's a platinum partner because I'm like, Rob, you got to join Plat. So
yeah, he's a great guy. Anyway, just so many opportunities to meet people and share experiences, and the whole approach of the rapport building and human-based. I'm sorry. What is the
integrity-based human influence?
Thank you. And I'm not a student of the training yet officially, but I've been participating for about 2 months. It's very cool.
Murray,
it's very real. It's very real too. It really works.
Murray, it is. And brother, I look forward to doing a lot more together because you bring it. So
thank you. And I enjoyed being the 3rd best judge today. There was some awesome judges. Great job by Matt and Eric.
Yeah. So Eric, how was it for you, brother?
For me, it was kind of fun getting that the rebounder title. That's something I actually have been working on a lot, and I guess not necessarily rebounding, but definitely facing objections. And it's just always fun. You sit here and you're like, why am I so nervous? But it's all good fun.
Well, great job, brother. And last and certainly not least, Matt, how was today for you? Great job.
Well, I was really looking forward to experiencing it as well, kind of like what Stacy was saying, and learning something about myself. Sean, I don't know too much about the Unblinded movement or you or anything. I just, from people I know and respect, have said you got to check this out. So I was curious to put myself in that position to see what would happen, right? And so I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the experience. I had a little bit of butterflies, a little bit of nervousness, but I always welcome that, and I like that because that means I'm learning. So, yeah, I learned.
Well,
I want to learn more.
Yeah, there's plenty more here, and if this is the end, thank you for your time and attention. My preference would be that it's just the beginning. So we're here in the Unblinded Huddle every day. There's loads of things we're doing together, and this platform is not about me, right? It's about a formula, a mechanism of integrity-based influence and what to do with it, how to make the world a greater place, and all of us working together to do that. That's what it's all about. Thank you. Have a beautiful, fun Friday. Stacy, I wish you well in your boxing. Gloria, thank you for the incredible, heartwarming, soul-touching words. Murray, brother, you and Rudy, and there's a future here, brother. You're amazing. Eric, Matt, thank you. Fernando, great job. And very grateful for Mario and his beautiful shares. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Thanks.